Hey guys, how you all doing? We're back. We have to apologise for last night because we didn't go live last night. We were hoping to, but we were so excited because look who's here.
Finally!
Hey! So we had to take him for pizza.
Aperol Spritz.
Send me on a wild goose chase to find out where they were in the city while I was already on the bus into town.
Oh, because we never stay in one place, and we have lots of arrangements, so we have to move around the city. So, but he's here finally, and we had a lovely evening.
We did. I'm just, teasing.
So basically, I made us all go to the restaurant that we went to the night before that I really loved, and we're going to go back there again. I think, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's very romantic. It's romantic being in Turin. But anyway, let's say hello to. We've got Sarah O'Halloran. Hey to you. We've got Joanne Johnson. You're saying that you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, the rehearsal clips. We've got Rye Bailey. Your favourites today were Ireland and Czech Republic. And we've got Euroboy4, Kalispera. Hey, Euroboy4, how you doing? We've got Vincent F. Stop. Oh, we're not harassing Stu. We're happy to have him here. It's been a long time coming. And it's...
a long time to come.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
And he's just like he is on screen in person as well. We love him. Welcome, Stu, as well.
Thank you, Joanne.
Well, Stu, we have to start with you. How was your travels over here, first of all?
It was a bit complicated with my first destination because my luggage did not arrive. That was a bit of a nightmare. But then after that got sorted out, then all was good. And then I arrived in Turin yesterday evening, more or less around this time, I think. And I've been really enjoying the city so far. Even though we haven't really seen much of it, but we had our night out yesterday, and I'm just looking forward to immersing myself a little bit more and experiencing Eurovision in person for the first time after all this time being part of this team.
We've got, let's say hello to Thea J from Norway. And we've got Peter from Slovakia. Hey, I miss Slovakia in Eurovision. There's a couple of Slovakian songs that I really love, and Horefroni, of course, is one of them. And no one ever agrees with me on this, but Lechmu.
Wasn't a fan of that one, I'm going to be honest. From
it was
2009, I think.
Yeah, it was a duet.
Oh.
I really liked it anyway. And also Motliba.
Ah, yes, from 98.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
Love that one. Welcome to and Peter, if you're new from Slovakia to our channel, make sure you subscribe, please. We've got Euroboy4. Welcome, Stu.
Thank you.
This is an interesting question from Tommy Corbett. Do you prefer Andrea or Cornelia if you had to pick between the two songs?
Well, Cornelia for sure.
Tommy, you're naughty. We've got Renato. Hey, Renato Pereira. We've got David Scott in the live as well. So the press centre will open tomorrow, which we're very excited about. I'll be heading down to the press centre. These guys will be here in the online press centre. So we will be live streaming all day during the rehearsals tomorrow. So make sure you come back and join us. We'll be advertising that on our channel later today. Rye Bailey, you're disappointed in Estonia's rehearsal.
I can understand that.
We've got Darren Kassar from Malta. Hello to you. We'll be talking about Emma Muscat shortly. We've got Preslav, and I remember you because you subscribed to our channel a couple of nights ago. So, thank you. And I'm going to remember your question about our favourite performances from today. And we're going to do our favourite performances from today and yesterday as well. We'll do that later in the video. Stu, they want to see the guns.
What am I?
Antonia, Cyprus really surprised you. You loved it. We've got Harry in the live. We've got Robbie Keelty as well. You're on your way home from work. Don't say anything too controversial or you might crash the car. Okay, we'll keep it clean. But anyway, we've got loads of rehearsals to talk about. Pretty much, it is all of semi-final too. Starting with the first on stage yesterday, which was Finland.
Yeah, I actually was impressed because we finally got to know what the balloon clue meant. There's balloons everywhere. It's I would have never put balloons and Erasmus together, but clearly it works for Eurovision. And I like the song. I like the performance. It looked very energetic. I can't wait to see the 3 minutes and hear actual vocals. because 30 years of sex, drugs, and rock and roll has made an impact on like a person. So I would like to see how he sounds with all of the out of the pre-parties, because in some pre-parties sounded great, in some pre-parties it didn't sound that great. So I'm curious to see to where it's geared this time.
And you've seen Finland's.
I haven't actually, because that was a day of travel, so I have to catch up on that.
Okay. And next on our list was Israel.
Yeah.
Polished.
I am.
Honey.
Yeah. Polished is the right word, actually. Very sleek. Very kind of. I've lost my words. Polished and sleek. That's what I'm going to say.
It's very elegant. And
Yeah.
the lines of the dance and the lines of his costume are very clean cut. So I think it will, for me personally, it might qualify.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't have this down as a qualifier before we came here. If it qualifies, it's going to be based on the kind of solid performance. I mean, he's a great vocalist. Israel always bring it with the staging. From what we've seen from the clip and from the pictures, visually it's a very attractive staging. But obviously we've got more to see in the second rehearsals coming up. Do you see this as a qualifier, guys?
Yes.
I think the running order could be a hindrance, perhaps. So I'm not 100% sure.
And I'm more or less on the same page as you, whereas like I can see it qualifying definitely, but yeah, the running order is something to consider. And also, it seems like people don't really like the song that much, which is I don't know. Not that surprising. I mean, personally, but the thing that I've heard a lot is that people say that it's out of place because it sounds like they were on their way to the Drag Race studio and got lost and ended up at Eurovision.
That is a very good point. That's a very good way to put it.
And even like the words that they use, talking about like being flawless and gonna win the crown. Yeah. So I don't know, but definitely the performance itself, I think, like you said, it's going to be the best selling point of it. And, his personality, I think that a lot of people will eat that up, but maybe people might be turned off by the kind of out of placeness of it.
So I'm just looking at you thinking, oh my God, it's so weird. Like we're actually doing a live with Stu and it's in person.
Not a screen, we can actually.
Yeah, I'm not a hologram, nor is Pia Maria.
Let's have a look. We've got Dan Castell. Hello to you. Yes, we're finally. Marika's not with us tonight. She's working, but she will be joining us for the rehearsals tomorrow. And Juan, yes, I'm going to talk about Achille Lauro for about 25 minutes tonight. So just prepare you guys for that. Right, Belly, you're not a fan of Finland, but you think the staging is cool. I can never say your name, Ignonito. You're happy that your country, Poland, finally has staging. Wow. Well, yeah. We are going to be talking about Poland today. Dementors. Is Dementors just demons?
No, it's a Harry Potter creature that sucks the soul out of your mouth.
I've never seen Harry Potter in my life.
He's never seen Harry Potter in his life.
Sorry, guys.
We just lost 100 subscribers.
Peter, you're saying to Rasmus fans, but you're starting to prefer San Marino as well. And Preslav, you haven't listened to the full songs. Wow. Israel and Romania being quite similar. So we were having that discussion today. It's almost like you can have one or the other, but you can't have both.
Romania then.
My personal choice, I think, would be Romania.
Mine too.
Okay, we're all going for Romania. Right, Bailey, you're not a fan of Israel. I don't think I got sunburned. I did catch the sun, but I didn't get burned.
Also, to me, we look like, because we're under daylight lighting, we look quite white, I would say.
I know.
Untouched. maybe not Clara.
I'm hoping to get a tan one here, but I think it's going to happen. We've got Mark. Hey, Mark, how you doing? We're loving Torino. And I can't remember, did you say you're coming to Turin for Eurovision? So we might get to meet you. Your favourite was Poland today. And we've got Mariano. Ciao, ragazzi. Today, Cornelia was the best. Okay, so let's go to Serbia and Azerbaijan from yesterday, because we're covering both days. Serbia, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was as to be expected. It was essentially the national final performance, but just elevated, and it's perfect. It works. and it looks great on stage. Yeah, I think even if you don't understand the message behind the song, you can still be captivated by what's happening on stage, and you might think, okay, that was enjoyable to watch, I'm going to vote for it. That's my way of thinking.
And because that's a fan right here.
Totally, yeah. And my feelings are the same. I do think that to enjoy the song, it's not necessarily important to get the exact meaning. And also, there is a lot of discussion about the ins and outs of it, because she hasn't been very descriptive about what her inspirations were. But obviously, you can pick up on certain things, and people have speculated a lot. So, I mean, again, like for me, I'm not really feeling that keen on making qualification predictions without seeing a camera mix, because that is the most important thing. With this one, we have seen it, the original idea at the national final performance. So I mean, again, there's that question about, is the running order going to affect it a lot? The thing that's really encouraging is just seeing how much of a sensation it has been in Serbia and hopefully abroad, because obviously that's what matters the most. But my fingers are crossed, and I think it's got the right amount of meme quality to it that people might go nuts over it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really going to appeal to people. The only concern that I have about Serbia, and this is not to do with her, it's not to do with her performance or the staging, but it's just the issue that we had with the sun. I felt it was quite noticeable in the clip that we saw, and it just looked like a black arch in front of the LED. So hopefully they've got some lighting solutions that will sort that out. And then Clara, we had Azerbaijan, which we didn't really get to see a lot of.
No, it was more of a teaser of his vocals during their sound check, I would guess. And his vocals are really great. He hits the notes. It's a very vocally difficult song to sing. So I think, and he's tried the song in the different pre-parties, so I'm really not afraid about his vocals being flat or anything. He is wearing gray that fades to white instead of black, but and there's some stairs on the stage. I think this is going to qualify because the quality is there. Its musical quality is there.
I would like it to, just for the quality.
Yeah.
I think. Yusuf, did you?
Yeah.
I think someone was meant to film me meeting Stu for the first time, and we completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry.
I was also meant to film the interaction of it, but I wasn't expecting to be with my luggage in the middle of a town square.
We're never gonna hear the end of that.
Now.
We're never gonna hear that.
And then you see Stu with his luggage in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
Beckett Fitz, Stu, your reaction to Eurovision Canada?
I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, as with anything, it's only an announcement. Anything can get stuck in development, so there's no guarantee that it is actually going to happen. But obviously, I would like to see something like that happen. And I mean, I don't know. The idea of having any kind of show that would resemble a national selection or even Eurovision, if they were able to do something at that scale, is obviously very exciting. But there's a lot of details that they need to sort out. So let's see.
Ryan Bailey says Azerbaijan sounds like Spain from last year.
No,
I don't think so.
No, what an insult to Azerbaijan.
Let's say hello to Mr. Whatever. Yay, you're joining us again for your second live stream. We've got Gracina from Poland. Hello to you. We'll be talking about Christian Ockman's rehearsal a bit later on. We've got Franco Tamino. Hello, yes, we're all together. Your favourite this year is Italy, Poland, and UK. Thank you. Guilty pleasure is Ireland and the Czech Republic. So both of those rehearsed today. No, not Ireland. Oh, Ireland did rehearse. Yep. Let's have a look. Vincent, you're saying Nadir's vocals are on point. You hope he qualifies. And we've got, Serbian Empire, you're coming to Torino tomorrow. We would love to meet you. We want to meet so many of people that supported us and watched our videos and interacted with us through these lives. And we are going to be doing a couple of meetups on the days of the semi-finals. So we will, once we've found somewhere to kind of hang out, we're going to let you guys know. And hopefully some of you will be able to come and join us so we can thank you. Let's have a look. Preslav wants to know, how do we get into being fans of Eurovision?
I remember watching it as a kid with my family. Then they slowly became less interested. I became more interested. I discovered the Eurovision website existed. I discovered Junior Eurovision. I decided to record the show on a videotape so I could watch it back.
Who remembers videotapes?
And then
Wow.
it pretty much just went from there.
I've never seen Eurovision in my life. I've been faking it this entire time. I was living in Spain in 2018, and I had a trip coming up to Lisbon later that year, so it was a reason to watch. And I'd been seeing songs on in the clubs that I'd been going to, and I was very pleased to find out that it wasn't what I was told it was.
I started watching in 2002. It was the only show my parents ever allowed me to watch on TV, so I had to take full advantage of it. Then I made a party with my school friends, and they were so noisy I couldn't hear the performances, so it was always me sat close to the television and then rambling around and throwing things at each other. And I started recording it because I couldn't hear, and then I stopped meeting them and watched it alone, and my friends kept meeting up to this day.
And pretty similar to you, Jess. I just kind of discovered it by chance because, actually it was on TV, but I know my mum used to watch it. I discovered it by chance when I was about 10 years old, I think, and I've never been able to shake it since. And look what's happened. I still can't shake it.
You can shake yourself.
Preslav, how did you discover Eurovision? I think you said this is your first Eurovision year, or maybe I got that wrong. Let's just say hello to Elzbieta as well. You love Christian Ochman. So much love for his rehearsal today. We've got Adrian. We've got Maxi Rainbow. Hey, Maxi Rainbow. How you doing? We've got Kitty Like Me, Greece and Cyprus favourites. Both great rehearsals from what we've seen. We've got Darren Kassar saying, is Euroclub open for everyone this year?
Yes.
It is, yeah, but don't expect a Euro club that you're similar to, because we've heard, I'm not 100% sure if this is the case, but they're not going to be, there's 10 different venues. They're not necessarily going to be playing Eurovision music.
The accredited people have a discount. That is what's making it a Euro club.
Yeah. And we've got LT Krum, your first live as well. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to go on to Georgia and Malta and San Marino. So let's start with Georgia. Who wants to take this one?
I actually love it. It's they always bring something very interesting. It's not necessarily your everyday kind of music, your pop music scene, and I like it. It's rock and roll. It's really well built. The music track is fantastic. The vocals are super interesting, and the visuals. Well, yeah, they are playing it. They're goofy, and actually, I can stand up with this goofiness. But the thing is, I thought if Subwoofer wouldn't have brought the actual gimmicky effect, Georgia would have stand out more.
Anyone else from Georgia?
Love it, love it, love it. Love the song, love the staging, love the colors, love the outfits. It's crazy, it's eye-catching, it's bizarre. It kind of makes you wonder why and how and everything. And I love it, and I just hope it qualifies.
It will.
Well, one song that I think is sure to qualify, that maybe people have been sleeping on, is Malta.
Mm-hmm.
From what we saw from the rehearsal yesterday.
She's so on point vocally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she looks amazing. She's got this choreography that maybe I wasn't expecting. I was expecting more kind of backing vocalists rather than supporting dancers, but all looks very solid. She's got this beautiful dress.
Yeah, it's a short sequence dress. The sequins are quite big, so maybe it's not sequence the right word.
It looks a little bit more like mirror ball inspired.
Mirror ball
So maybe they're
inspired.
little small mirrors actually.
It's like a modern take on Gina G's dress. How does that
Pretty
sound?
much, yeah.
And she's wearing sneakers, which I find fascinating. Maybe she changes it to high heels next. But if she's wearing sneakers with a dress, I am sold.
Sneakers are cool. I mean,
I know,
ST has got sneakers on with her suit as well, hasn't she? I don't know how you get your leg up that. Well, maybe
I can go behind
maybe I shouldn't ask.
Actually go behind my legs.
But yeah, I have to say I'm really loving Malta. I'm just loving the energy. I'm loving the positivity. It's kind of anthemic for me.
Yeah.
It's going to get people clapping along.
Oh, yeah.
And I really think Malta don't have anything to worry about in terms of
I
qualifying
don't
this
think
year.
so.
And here we go.
All we need is love.
Hey! Guys, I
Oh, we need
freaking
mechanical
love
bull, not
what I
love.
saw from San Marino. I would love to know what you guys think about the clip from San Marino, because everything that I would want and more. It's Wild Child. We've got punk rock. We've got a freaking what's it called? Rodeo.
Yeah,
Mechanical bull that he's riding. We've got topless guitarists. We've got this crazy outfit. I just love everything about this. And from what I've been reading, you guys can maybe confirm, this has probably gone up in a lot of people's estimations. This, I'm still saying now, it's going to be San Marino's best ever result.
I agree.
Hands down. When I saw the performance, I was asking the guys if San Marino can win, because for me, this is a winning performance.
I mean, I could possibly see a televote win, perhaps, or a televote top 5. Don't know if the juries would put it as a winner.
Let's hope the juries want to have fun that night.
Yeah, well, we want to have fun, and we're going to have fun. I can't wait to see the full run through.
What do you think about San Marino?
I think I really need to see the camera mix for that before, because my opinions up to now have been the total opposite of what you guys have been saying.
Let's have a look. Just amazed by San Marino. You think they'll qualify? That's from ESC Jellies. Mr. Whatever, the staging has made you click with San Marino. Vincent F, you think San Marino is going to be the performance everyone will remember. And Juan, you think San Marino's lyrics seem to be referring to himself as a female character with posturing, quips and innuendo. It's reminiscent of Killer Queen. And I love Queen as well, and that's a great song. Maybe your favourite staging ever. I think so many people are going to be down with San Marino this year. Right, Bailey, you think it's amazing. And Mariano, talking about Emma Muscat, you said she has so many fans here in Italy. She was amazing yesterday on stage. The dress was great. John Johnson, you were liking Malta as well. We've got Holly Walker. You can understand, Georgia sounds quite British to you as a UK fan.
Yeah, like alternative, the kind of sound that you would hear from. I would be very curious about what kind of music influences them, because it sounds like a lot of, I don't know, like in the sphere of like Arctic Monkeys and that kind of thing.
We've got Yusuf, you're saying Cyprus, San Marino, Romania have given you the most excitement in this semi-final. I'm loving all the positivity for San Marino. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. But Preslav, you're not sure what everyone likes about Georgia. You feel it's quite dumb. It's not going to be one of those songs that everyone gels with, is it?
Yeah, I mean, as we've said, one of the things that some people like about Georgia is that they're really always doing their own thing, and sometimes that's not with the success of Eurovision in mind. So I don't know. I think at the very least, as long as it reaches an audience, then you win in some ways. And it seems like more often than not, they seem to do that, whether they qualify or not. Of course, I think we would want to see Georgia back in the final, because it's been a while for them now.
84 years.
Yeah. 84 years about everything.
Hey, E for D, thank you. We're sure you're looking beautiful as well. We can just see your name, but we think you're beautiful anyway. You're Jess. Don't be jealous, because we're kind of trying to get you involved and make you feel like you're here as much as we can. And we're sad that we're not going to get to meet you, but who knows where it will be going next year? Maybe we'll be able to catch you there. And let's just see. We're now going to talk about Australia and Cyprus. So Australia, Stu.
Again, I've seen the photos.
He sounded really great.
I wouldn't have had any doubt, because every performance that we've seen from him has been like vocally stellar. I think the question that some people might have is when it comes to the kind of emotional breaking point, whether or not it's maybe he's getting into his feelings a little bit too much and not fully selling the song. But I think that this is one that is easily going to reach a lot of people. Again, without having seen it through the camera, I do feel pretty strongly about this one, about certainly jury potential. And I mean, I did see the big dress that he teased, which I think weighs 40 kilos.
Yeah, so many feathers sewn into that dress.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful piece of art, of fabric art, I will say that. But for me, when someone displays such a magnificent display of fashion, it's very hard to connect.
Has there been any official statement about the sun? That's from Hero of Olympus. Yes, there has.
This morning there was, yes. So it was agreed that I believe it's at least for the rehearsals, that the sun is going to stay the way that it is. I mean, there is a statement. You should find it yourself rather than hearing it from us, because we're probably going to.
But there was an official statement by the EBU today.
Yeah, so it's going to be held on one side, which is kind of what we already knew from the rumours and the speculation. We've got Lukasz. Hey, you're supporting Poland. Rye Bailey, you're not connecting with Australia.
Yes,
I've heard this from people, and it's Jess. You still have this down as a potential winner, or maybe not so much.
I think I do actually, just because of how amazing the staging is and his vocals are and how it comes across on stage. I'm not potentially, definitely jury winner could be there.
I heard him sing live in London in the small venue in the Two Brewers, and he sounded amazing. So he was obviously wearing his glasses still, but he was wearing normal clothes, and he was alone on the small stage. The stage was covered in glitter, but you know, it was more easier to connect to that song then, and to that song that had gave the song the ability to grow on me. With less is more.
Euroboy 4, you're also not a fan of Australia. And Vincent F, you're just confirming that the statement is that it will stay the same for all 40 performances. And I believe that's going to be on the light side, so the sides with the lights. Although they will have time to change it for the interval act, so we may see more of the arch for the interval acts. And Holly Walker, you're saying Australia seems very similar to the Australia Size performance. Easily one of the without doubt, he has got one of the best vocals this year. I would say him, Christian Ochman. Who else is a really strong vocalist this year? Cornelia Jacobs as well.
Sam Ryder, of course.
Sam, yeah. Well, we'll be seeing him rehearse in a couple of days as well, which is very, very exciting. And that's all from
Cyprus.
Oh, Cyprus, Andromaki. Wow, I was actually really wowed by her. The clip from her rehearsal. She looks amazing in that dress. One of the best outfit choices for me, actually, that I've seen this year. I wasn't quite sure when we heard the rumours about them bringing this big shell on stage, but it just works. All looks very beautiful. The lighting is on point.
The aesthetics are there. And I like that they draw, well, Greece does this, but they do draw a lot from their mythological culture. So I like it.
It looks very elegant, I have to say, from what I've seen in the photos and everything. And it's definitely piqued my interest a lot more because I've been kind of like, I find the song really pleasant, and I even kind of like, find it catchy and sing it to myself, but it's not one that I'm like really keen. I haven't been that keen on it up to now. And now that we've seen some teasers of it, I am very curious to see what it's going to look like. Yeah,
and so Rye Bailey, Cyprus is underrated. And I'm going to say that I'm probably one of those people that have underrated it, actually, up to this point. But this is what I love about rehearsals, because as soon as you start seeing how songs are staged, you start changing, you'll see the betting odds change. We start changing our minds on what we think will qualify. And I think Cyprus could potentially do really well this year.
I think so too.
Cyprus and Greece are bringing it.
Yeah.
Wow. Vincent F, you think Cyprus looks great. Euroboy 4, Ella. Sarah Hannah, only think Andromaki is cute. She's a very beautiful lady. Mariana, you're saying televote winner Norway, jury winner Sweden.
I could see that happening, definitely.
I don't think Norway is going to win the televote.
No? Who do you think?
Me neither.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But now we can move on to today. So we'll talk about today. So we had Ireland and North Macedonia, first of all. So who wants to take Ireland?
Well, what an upgrade from the national final. We have more dancers. It seems like the lighting and the outfits are better coordinated, I would say, and kind of fit the style of the song better. So I think it was a very good job from Ireland. She kind of, from what we could hear, she sounded good on stage, I think. And I'm thinking this could be a potential qualifier, only just. I think it's going to just scrape through.
I still don't see it as a qualifier personally, Clara.
I don't see it as a qualifier either, but she has the best personality to interview. She's hilarious. I love her whole vibe. I just think that the song and the staging looks amazing, but the song, and I love the recorded song, but there's something that doesn't do it.
Well, for me, I think the problem that I've had ever since we've seen it live is that it looks very cute. And the song itself is like, it's supposed to have attitude. And I feel like it should match kind of the grunginess of
Yeah.
the sound, and that's what I personally would want to see in the aesthetics, in her look, in the dynamics of the visuals.
It's like friends that went to karaoke together.
Yeah, which is endearing, but
Yeah.
maybe kind of underselling the song.
You
I
can't
think.
tell a guy to F up with like that attitude, like colorful.
I'm just glad that it's matured slightly and we've moved away from that
Yeah.
kind of schoolgirl silly vibe. So
Yeah, the
I'm
pajamas.
much happy. Yeah, so
And
I'm
the
much
gun,
happier with
the
what
money
we're seeing on stage now. I still don't think it's strong enough to qualify. It's no matter what people have said about this year, about this year's rubbish, blah 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 blah. It's a strong year.
It's impossible to predict who's going to win.
The thing I like about this year is that a lot of countries are trying something new.
Yes.
And it feels like a much more mature Eurovision than people are used to. It's not to say that we don't still have the same old kind of like gimmicky performances, over the topness and stuff, but it just feels like emotionally developed. And I think that's the direction that it should be heading in.
And then we had North Macedonia, Andrea with Circles. So
Do you want to go, Andy?
I didn't see it.
Oh. Well, it's what we were expecting. She's standing alone, all dressed in black, and there's circles. No, but like the visuals are quite stunning. The lighting it really helps make the stage feel fuller than if it's just one person standing and carrying the whole performance, which is a tonic we've seen so far. Many people are standing alone, and it's the color and the dynamism of the light that help elevate the performance.
I think with Andrea, I think she's got a great voice. She's a great artist. She's kind of very fresh, quite raw. I just feel that she hasn't got the best song to really showcase that. So do I see this as a qualifier? Not really.
I think it will struggle.
Yeah, I agree. We've got Euroboy4 saying you love Ireland. You wonder why it's so underrated. Rye Bailey, you're going to be voting for Ireland. You hope it's enough to get her through. You'll have to vote a lot of times. Ares, you're saying time to make Eurovision as it was without the juries. Do we agree?
Eurovision as it was just juries, actually,
Yeah.
before. So that's not quite, but I know what you're saying. A lot of people, when the jury doesn't vote their way, they say get rid of the juries. But in a lot of the national selections this year, we saw the jury save songs that have been very, very well received.
Spain. And
Well,
this breaks my heart.
I mean, I was thinking more Sweden,
Oh,
which
okay.
is seen as a potential winner, and what the song that won the televote in that selection would not have been in any way seen as a potential winner, even a potential non-qualifier.
Same as Spain with Chanel. It was going to be Rigoberto Tanchugueiras and Chanel one. And it's a good song for Eurovision. I have to say that now I'm done with the slow-mo I think it was the best song to represent Spain.
I have to say, I think the way it's working at the moment, I don't agree going back to 100% televotes, and we all know the reasons for that. And I think it's made countries bring their A game even more, because they're not just looking to impress a TV audience. And that's when we would see lots of gimmicks and we would see jokey songs. Now they're actually trying to bring quality entries that will appeal not only to the TV audience at home, but also to professional music jury. Someone is always going to be disappointed with where they rank in either of those two leaderboards. It's always going to happen. There's never going to be any way to get away from that. But personally, my personal opinion is I quite like it how it is. And I'm not being biased because obviously the UK has never done very well with either. So I just like the quality that it's brought to the contest. And we've had some great winners over the past few years as well. So there we go.
It is not that bad.
No.
Thank you, RJ. I saw your comment, and I'm very happy to be with everyone as well.
Where is he? RJ. Yes, he's here with us. Rye Bailey, you like circles, but you think the staging is boring. Taya, you like circles, but you like her voice even more. So I agree. She's got a great voice. And Rye Bailey, did we not say the other day that Greece was going to go up in the odds? I'm sure we did, and I can completely understand why. It looked like a stunning performance. Some more comments on juries. Mr. Whatever, you say never get rid of the jury. Sometimes the public is just wrong. Sometimes the jury can be wrong too. That's why combination is good. We've got Raphael. Hey, you think the UK is going to win? Wow. Well, we would. I don't know how I would react.
Yeah.
I would probably cry. But
I think we'd be taking these two to the hospital, actually.
Yeah.
Or asking for like
Hyperventilating.
We've got Judith. You're saying your favourite this year is Portugal. What are your predictions for Portugal?
decent, nice. Qualifying in a nice position.
after seeing the rehearsal, I think it could be similar to what the Black Mamba did last year and actually get a left-hand side finish in the final.
Yeah, it's been really encouraging to see just how many people like Portugal this year, which was actually missing from last year, where a lot of people had it at the bottom of their ranking. And then by the time we actually saw it in the rehearsals, it was really beautiful. And as you said, it finished on the left-hand side. So I would like to believe that it could be similar, maybe even a little bit higher. But I keep thinking about how that semifinal in particular has a lot of the more low-key songs, and maybe one of them might draw some points away from the other. So I hope not, because I do really like that song. And Maro, I have to say, is one of the most fascinating artists that is in this. Her voice, she puts out like so much music. She put out a music video not too long ago with Salvador Sobral just kind of vibing to it. I have the highest of hopes for her success.
Yeah, I think it's going to do really well if quality is anything to go by. And from what we've seen in the staging, it just looks stunning. Portugal has been on point with their last few stagings at Eurovision and Junior Eurovision, so they're getting the vibe right, I think, with this. So I'm really excited to see the second rehearsal. But yeah, I think this is definitely going. If there's any justice, it's definitely going through, and it's going to get a good position. We've got. Diego, thank you, from Spain. Let's have a look. And Onyx, you're saying, can we all agree that the juries have made Eurovision as big as it is today? I think it's changed. It's changed Eurovision for me in a good way. For some other people, maybe they won't feel that way.
I think it's been a crucial part of it, but it hasn't been them alone. It's been kind of like, a cog in the system, a very necessary cog in the system.
Right, let's move on to Estonia and Hola mi bebe, Hola mi bebe. Right, Estonia is another one that I haven't seen today, so I'm relying on you ladies.
Well, it's not the best. I mean, how do I get it? Like, I expected more from Estonia, considering that we followed Estilau, and it was very fun to see the Estonian cowboys, and that was actually what sold the show for many people. It's Stefan alone with a guitar. I think the stage is too big for this in this case. And yeah, the lights help to make it fuller and so on. But there's something missing, I said. For me, this is a non-qualifier.
I think one thing that's important, sorry to keep sounding like we're a broken record, but we saw a lot of filtering in the national selection performance, and I feel like that's going to be a crucial thing here, because you can do minimalism, and I was not a fan of the Cowboys in particular.
I love the Cowboys.
Apparently, everybody did.
Yeah, but this is not a song to do minimalism. It's a radio-friendly song. It has a beat. It has a tempo that should be carried on. Sure,
but I think that there are creative ways of doing it that don't depend on, because the thing about the gun show was that it was a little too on the nose, because it's a country western theme with the instrumentation, with his voice too, and that I think is actually one of the things that works the best.
His charisma is
when he performs, I think he's quite charismatic.
Yeah, but I don't think he's as charismatic as others, and his song is going to go unnoticed when you see the full run through.
I think it will get lost in the crowd.
That's what
because essentially it's just him,
and a guitar.
His guitar and some nice colours. There's nothing more to draw you in my opinion.
So far.
Well, let's see what you guys have to say. Estonia, Jay Stan says Estonia seems to have really suffered with losing the LED screen. Yeah. The backdrop looks cut up now. Preslav, you're saying it looks like at one moment he's just standing and the other he's jumping around. And Peter from Slovakia, I remember your warrior now, Stefan, is your third place. And again, Holly Walker saying that it's annoying that the sun blocks the LED in Estonia's performance. And Robbie Kilty, you hope he doesn't have an inflatable cactus. No, well, not that we've seen anyway. And
Okay, that
Juan,
would make it even
I
fascinating.
love this. No Cowboys, no qualification from Juan. And we have Romania. I think it's safe to say that we all love Romania this year.
I like the song. And I love the whole, like, because obviously he has Spanish lyrics in the song. He's got a Spanish vibe. With the outfits we saw today, it's like the Spanish kicked up a notch. And I just love it. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like a
catchy
Latino,
and fun,
a
yeah.
Latino dream. I like it. It's so much fun. It's entertaining. It's everyone's guilty pleasure. Spain loves this song. It's used in many advertising so far.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a radio jingle, like introducing some things and so on. My mom knows the song because it's like, it's everywhere.
Talk about the perfect ringtone. Like,
yeah.
I know that a lot of people don't do musical ringtones nowadays, but whatever.
I love it. It's everything there. The choreography is fantastic. His vocals are amazing. His spirit, his vibe. And he's amazing. He's so much fun to interview. So everything. He's like the whole package. Romania has it this year.
Yeah, I love it. I really want to see this go through.
It's going to go through.
Yeah. Positive
Manifest
vibes.
the things that you want.
Positive vibes.
No matter how unrealistic they are. I'm just not in this case specifically.
Okay. I know where you're staying, so I can find you.
In Ignonito, you're saying Estonia staging looks weak. Hey, Morton V, how you doing? John Johnson, you're not a fan of Estonia. Peter, you're saying Romania must beat Israel. It's a shame they're always going to get kind of compared in the semi-final, but I would choose Romania.
Their energies
out
are
of the
very
two.
different, though.
Mm-hmm.
Morton V wants to know, how has your time been in Torino so far?
Very nice. I really have no complaints, and I mean I haven't seen that much of it because it's been mostly doing Eurovoxx stuff, but I'm looking forward to seeing more of it because what I've seen from outside the window looks very lovely.
But you've seen the best thing in Turin, of course.
Or the worst.
TBD.
Rye Bailey, you love Romania. You've had it on replay all day. Rye Bailey, we're sending you Eurovoxx, positive vibes. Please don't feel that. We hope you've helped to cheer you up tonight at least. Diego, Romania is so beautiful. The guy from Romania is so beautiful and the song is so fun. Marcus wants to know, will we be in the press room tomorrow? So yes, so I will be in the press centre at the arena and these guys will be in the press centre online. Euroboy 4, you're saying Romania is the ultimate summer hit and you love it. Vincent F, you got Romania as a guilty pleasure. And Holly Walker, you think the outfits were better than they were in the national final. It's annoying that the sun blocks out the lyrics on the LED. I will just pick up a point on the sun. So they will be working around solutions to that. We are only seeing the first rehearsal. So when the second rehearsals come on, we will see some changes to that. It might be different lighting or something like that. They will be working on workarounds. So don't take too much from the sun at this point because it's first rehearsal time. And we've got Preslav, you're saying your top 3 is UK, Azerbaijan, and Italy. And Mariano, far too early to answer this. Yeah, I think once we get to see the rehearsals, I think location-wise, Torino is
food,
amazing.
The drinks, the views.
And I have been saying for like the past 4 days, I want to live here. So if anyone wants to put me up or adopt me, if there's a nonna out there that needs an extra grandson and you'll cook for me. I just love this city. It just visually, it looks amazing. The people are beautiful. The weather has been nice apart from today because we've got a lot of rain actually today, which is surprising. But yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. Oh, right, Bailey, you've had COVID for the past 2 weeks. Well, hopefully your symptoms getting better. Emmy, phone home. Is the sun issue going to get solved? No. There will be a solution, but it won't be the solution that makes the sun act in the way that it was meant to. Guys, a good time to say that if you're new to our channel, please subscribe. We are here in Turin. We're going to be bringing you lots of content over the next, it's not even 2 weeks now. How sad. But we're here for rehearsals, we'll be live streaming all day tomorrow with the rehearsals as well. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. And we've got Buscando. Hola, desde la Spain.
Spain.
Spain. We've got Valentino from Spain as well. Hola. And
¿Sabéis que Stuart habla muy bien español?
Sí.
Doesn't make me feel so bad.
Muy bien is not exactly.
Doesn't make me feel so bad because apparently it was raining in Greece
Oh.
as well. So it's not only Italy, it's getting the bad weather, and Bulgaria as well. So you're making us feel a little bit better, guys. So we're going to move on to, it's the man, Poland, Ochman.
I think you have to start because you really like this one.
Guys, I love this. And it's just, I've really loved the song. I love him. I love his voice. And I'd started to lose a bit of hope. Not hope, but I'd started to see kind of other songs joining the group that I had Poland in. But now after seeing the staging, it's just perfect for this song. He looks sharp. We've got these dancers, you say Dementors.
I call them Dementors because they remind me of the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Yeah, the Dementors from Harry Potter. And, they have this ragged cloths hanging and they move and they have the face covered. It's so mysterious and so haunting. I'm wondering, you said they might be the demons he's trying to find.
Yeah, I thought, because I don't know Harry Potter, so I thought it was kind of like the demons that he was wanting to bury, maybe. But yeah, this staging is everything that I wanted to be. It's, it's not gimmicky. It just looks very beautiful. We've got some great lighting, in the impact moments in the song. So it's, it's already great for me, but this has just elevated it. My only thing with Christian Ochman is, he needs to make sure that he connects with the audience at home, but vocally this is going to be on point, and I think this is going to have the impact that it needs it's going through to the final, but in the final I still think this is potentially Poland's best result since their debut, which is when they came second. So if any polls in the live chat, you should be really, really proud of your song this year and the effort of Christian Ochman as well, because he's been such a gentleman on the pre-party circuit. He's represented you guys in such a great way. Just all round.
Yeah, his vocals
nice guy.
are so good, and you see his face projected on the screens behind you, so it's very interesting.
I think we were heading out the door to do our interview this afternoon when that was.
Okay. Sorry, you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cass, you think Poland will finally be the winner this year? It's a possibility. I think it's definitely going to be top 10. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to Poland for the next Eurovision. Nice food.
RJ, you're looking forward to the second. So are we? You're looking forward to the second rehearsal. You're very curious as to how it will look. Juan, you're saying you love Poland's song. His voice is beautiful, but you think the staging looks a bit like a groom. Oh, I like it. A groom left at the altar and his inner demons.
Well, clearly there will be people that will gladly step to marry him.
And Justina, you're loving Poland as well. Preslav, you're really looking forward to tomorrow to see the second rehearsals. Hope they are on TikTok. So they won't be. So there will be the clips now that you guys will be used to on YouTube. So the TikTok clips were only for the first rehearsals. Second rehearsal clips will be on YouTube,
and how
as they always have
will
been.
They be? Not longer?
You normally get normally
probably about 30 to 40 seconds.
And you usually don't want to give away too much because obviously that's the thing that everybody wants to see.
Yeah, Mr. Whatever, you're pretty sure that Poland's going to end up in a comfortable position. And I did see someone else's comment. I can't find it now. Justina, you're saying that Poland is your winner. Oh, and thank you, Albi. This has been a bit of drama over the past few days, but apparently Albania is not going to change the choreography, which is good.
For the win.
I'm very, very happy about that. And Mariano, you're saying Poland is a nation who's never won. Poland is one of the nations that's never won, but you prefer Cyprus. So out of the two, you prefer Cyprus to win. I'm also going to say San Marino's never won as well. Hey. And Preslav, you don't get the hype about Sweden. Well, we're going to move on to Sweden, but before that, we're going to talk about Montenegro and Belgium.
Well, Montenegro, I mean, they're making a big effort. I like that Vladana is very approachable for interviews in the carpets, in the pre-parties. I think she has a stunning voice. She really blew my mind in Barcelona, which was the first of the pre-parties, because I wasn't expecting her live to be this solid and good. And she always has this very artistic dress persona, which is, again, what I meant about Australia. When someone displays such a fabulous dressing style, it's hard to connect sometimes. So my issue with Montenegro would be that she is wearing, or she's going to make a display of costume. But I mean, where to do it if it's not in Eurovision?
Mariana, you're saying Montenegro was good for you, like Vladana's blue dress. So I have to say that's one of the things that I was most worried about with this performance, was that the outfit was going to be too wild and too crazy. And I didn't feel that fitted this song. But what she's wearing now, she looks very elegant.
Yeah, it's a blue, electric blue dress with some cutouts that look skin color, and she is going to attach something to it, which is the worrying part.
Do we know if it's definitely going to be attached?
I don't know.
We've seen, you guys can maybe have a look. So there was, as part of the TikTok clip, they were bringing in this box, and she was saying I think she said it's not going to be part of her dress, but it's going to be related to her dress. Or
so that's
something.
why I thought it might be.
Yeah, and then, but if you go onto her Insta stories, she's shown like a kind of a photo of this big round thing.
And it has some battery, so it might burst into light or something.
Maybe her own personal wind machine.
Oh, maybe it was just burst into flames.
It does look a bit like a wind machine, though, now, thinking about it.
Having not seen any of this, I am so confused by all your descriptions.
I really just hope it's not too out there.
Yeah.
Because it is a nice, elegant song. The one thing, though, that we did hear today is that she was warming up in Italian. And obviously there's an Italian version of the song that she released. So we're wondering, we've had no confirmation yet, have we? But we're wondering if she might be doing a bilingual version of the song when it comes to her performance on stage in Italian and English, which I think would be lovely.
That'd be cool.
Has anyone here heard the Italian?
Yes.
I've heard it, but I would love to know what Italians think of the Italian version, because maybe if they're not so keen on it, it might not be so good.
Well, any Italians, if you've heard the Italian version, do let us know, like Stu says. Last matches, you're surprised at how modern Montenegro's staging looks. Hello, hey Nicola, hey, how you doing from the Vox Squad? Justina, you're saying Montenegro was okay for you. Good luck from Poland. Rye Bailey, you think it's lovely, but not enough to get through. I think I'm with you on that, Rye Bailey. It is a really, really lovely song. I just don't think, based on what else we have in this semi-final, it will get through. We've got On in Travel. You love Montenegro's song as well. Pandai, you're saying, are the rehearsals still going on? And did we have the opportunity to see it? So all we've been able to see are what you guys can see on TikTok at the moment. But tomorrow, the second rehearsals start, and we will be able to watch the full run-throughs of the second rehearsals. And we will be live streaming during the day. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe and then come back and you can join us. And we'll be talking through the second rehearsals for you from the press centre and the online press centre. So please do come back and join us for that. Jay Stan, you love the all blues in the photos and her dress. I have to say, her dress she looked stunning on stage. We've got Hannibal Disa. Moldova is one that you will vote for. Funny song and link to the country over Mahmoud and Blanco. Well, yeah, I think everyone knows I love Moldova.
Me too.
I'm surprised by the rock version, like how they've rocked it up instead of folking it up. So I like it.
We're going to move on to Belgium now because Jeremy was rehearsing today with Miss You.
I like it. The thing
it's just because you started looking at us and then you probably realized, oh yeah, they haven't seen it.
They weren't here.
Sorry to interrupt.
So this is Clara taking over the live stream.
Bye-bye.
This is Clara Vision.
Clara Vision.
Clara
Do you know that
Vision.
for my birthday, when I turned like, I think 25, my friends did a Clara Vision and they filmed themselves pretending to be one of every performance I
That's
liked.
so cool.
And it's them like in their bedrooms with wigs and so on doing, or in their gardens doing Ruslana and so on. And it's called Clara Vision. And
It just reminds me of Chuckle Vision. I'm not sure if you or Stu will have any idea what I mean when I talk about Chuckle Vision. But if there's Brits in the live chat, they will know what we mean by Chuckle Vision. Anyway, back to Eurovision.
back to Jeremy. I think he's such a great performer. He has an amazing voice and his dancing skills are amazing. And he's such a nice gentleman. He's such a nice guy. I just think that the song is not what you said it on the short video with it. It might not be the best song to showcase his whole personality.
Yeah, exactly, because he's got such an amazing personality. And I think if he was really able to show that in his performance, then the audience would be lapping it up. I just think this is potentially the wrong song to get the best of Jeremy. In terms of him as a person, one of my favorite artists this year, without a doubt. He's so much fun. You can see how much he's just loving the experience, but he's taking it in his stride. He talks to you on a level, you know, he's very, very down to earth. So I would really love this to go through for him, because I think he deserves to be in the final, and he's got an incredible voice.
Yeah, and the choreography and the dances are great. They vibe very well all together.
Yeah, no, it looks actually the choreography looks
really good.
Yeah, is solid.
We will try to do tonight.
I think I just have to like hold one of you like this, because there's a bit where he's
I
like
saw a
leaning
photo
forward.
where he's just kind of leaning forward
And they're
his
holding
jacket's
him.
being pulled up.
Yeah, maybe
Look
maybe
quite
we
cool.
will recreate that later. But that reminds me of Montenegro in 2019. 'Cause didn't they do something where they
Yeah,
were, like,
but that
leaning
was
forward?
like a disaster.
Well, it was. Funny enough, I watched that the other day and I thought, oh, actually, it wasn't that great, was it?
It wasn't great in that year.
Franco, you're saying you liked Vladana's Italian version. Her Italian is extremely good. We've got Jess, Andy, Clara, and Stu, the man who's arrived from Canada yesterday. Caroline, you're comparing Jeremy to a young Usher.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Interesting comparison.
I think I like him better than Usher, actually.
Yeah, me
Me
too.
too.
Me too. Although Love in This Club was an amazing song.
We've never met
Usher-
Usher,
no,
so
right.
I know. But I mean, like, Usher has good songs, but I think Jeremy is a bit more of an interesting person, and it comes through.
Yeah, I love. Right, thank you. Someone knows what Chuckle Vision is. Mariano, can he come to Clara Vision?
Okay, this is minute 57. I need to send a screenshot to my friends because I've said this in public and I have I was forbidden to mention Claravision.
Mr. Whatever, you're saying Belgium's going to do a lot better than a lot of people think. You think the jury will see something in it? I do think it can go through to the final. So I would really like him to go through to the final. And, you know, he's not going to win Eurovision. And I would love to see him come back with a different song that's maybe a bit more fun, because he's a really fun guy.
I would love to see a Belgian win, because it's only happened, what, one time?
Yeah, 1986.
Yeah.
J'aime la vie.
And like Belgium's approach to Eurovision has been, you know, they take it very seriously. They have never, well, you know, I can't speak for many years in the past, but they've always been very classy and put forward, you know, a lot of ambitious songs. So yeah, I hope to see that. It's not going to happen this year, but I hope to see that in the near future.
Blanche song was amazing.
Which one?
Blanche?
Blanche.
Yeah, the studio version
my
was
God, yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I thought that was a winner as soon as I heard it. We love him too.
Oh, thank you, Takam One.
Great fan accounts for Stu on Instagram, please.
No.
I am going to troll all of those accounts.
Sofia Iliadou. Sofia Iliadou, greetings from Greece. Kalispera. Let's have a look. RJ, you think Belgium could qualify, but if it does, you think it will be borderline. Raphael, thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching us. What are our favourite artists this year?
Achille Lauro, Cornelia Jacobs.
Yeah, for me, Cornelia, definitely.
Cornelia,
And
Maru,
also Jeremy. It's
Constracta.
great.
I was a big Erasmus fan growing up, so that I have become it.
I mean, Mahmoud, come on. I
Mahmoud,
know we already
yeah.
know him pretty well, but definitely one of my favorite artists.
And I find Citizen is super entertaining. They have this YouTube channel where they upload like things that are related to their performances, and they read fan comments, and it's edited really in a very fun way. So yeah, maybe I like them more for their comedic purposes than musically.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because it's like, do you pick someone because of their personality?
Uh-huh.
I think it's a really tough question for me to answer. But whose voice have I said that I really love Maru's voice
You love
from
Ochman's talking
Portugal.
voice.
I love Ochman. I mean, I love his singing voice as well, but his talking voice, I could just listen to him talking for hours. And
I love Urs from Romania.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, like I've listened to his other music as well, and I have a lot of questions for him that I like just about the influences that he has. And,
Urs.
yeah.
I've listened to Dalia,
Yeah.
and a lot of his songs. They have a very ethnic element, and these ethnic elements vary from one song to the other. So it's like draws from different cultures. I find it fascinating.
And it's dance music, but it's quite like low key and sensual, and I think he's very fascinating.
Yeah, it's too hard to pick our favourite artists. It's so hard. When we meet them, when we meet them as well, it's because they're also nice. It's hard to pick a favourite, but yeah. And Mr. Whatever, exactly. There's so many great voices this year. Morton V, you're saying Subwoofer know how to get the crowd going. Tacon Blanco, you saw him last week live in Amsterdam. Okay. Ry Bailey, Chanel is your Eurovision crush.
Oh, mine too. Yeah.
Euroboy 4, you're talking about Belgium. You've got it down as a borderline qualifier. We've got Ginger Soul. You're saying Brooke Slade. Okay. Got some love for Achille Lauro. Vanda, you're saying Azerbaijan. This is music down strong, but you like it. Okay. Justina, you're saying Poland, Czech Republic, and Ireland were the best today. We'll be picking our winners shortly, but not until we talk about Sweden and Czech Republic. So let's start with Sweden because they came first.
I mean, I guess there's not really much to say because it's essentially copy and paste from the Melfest performance, but it worked in Melfest. It looked great. She sounded great. So all things considered, why would you change it? It still sounds amazing and looks amazing in my opinion, and I still think
in Vox Green.
Exactly, and it's still a potential winner in my eyes.
Vox Green varies from one to
from one routine to the next.
Vox Green.
It might not come through on the camera. Conceptually, it is the same idea. It seems to be, but from what I saw on the clip, it looks like they've actually approached the circle and how to light the circle in a bit more of a dynamic way. And it's those little tiny details that can actually make a huge difference. And for me, like again, I love this song. I think it's definitely a contender for the win. The thing that I was always concerned about was like, how do you make the circle not look kind of cheap? Because I've felt like in certain moments, especially in the Heat performance at Melfest, that it didn't look quite as good, and then they improved upon it by the final. So now I'm actually quite excited to see how it looks on camera. I mean, again, with everything, but those little differences might really round it out, and I think this is going to look just as great as it sounds.
I like what you said before, that the light looks more pulsating.
Yeah.
Through the circle, so that really helps deepening or bringing depth to the performance, the emotion, like
the color part. Yeah, it looks more vibrant to me. But also, is it slightly bigger?
Maybe
it might be. Yeah,
I think it might be slightly bigger. And I did see a funny comment called, they told Cornelia the sun wasn't working, so she brought her own. But yeah, I've got nothing to say to this. It's a potential winner. It's it's what we expected. It's what we saw at Melfest. I think she's amazing. I think the song's beautiful. There we go. Czech Republic. Yeah. Go on, Jess, say it.
Well, for a song that's called Lights Off, there are a lot of lights that are on.
What did you?
Yeah, that was cheesy, but it's true though. Like if you've seen the TikTok clip from We Are Domi's rehearsal, there's a hell of a lot of lights going on in the arena, kind of these white, bright lights just going all crazy everywhere. I personally love it, and I think it suits the song well. And I hope the people watching are going to love it as well. And they're not going to be blinded by the lights. But
Ooh, I'm blinded by
That's a
the
song, isn't it?
lights.
Blinded by the light.
Yeah, The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Blinding Lights. I think for the people who like their Eurovision on the nose, there will be that moment where the lights drop and when the beat drops with it. So don't worry.
The lights will be off eventually.
There was one photo that looked spectacular with all of the beams of light.
Wow.
And I think that might have maybe because they had the concept for it, that might have been the reason why they decided to close with this, because I think if it's going to look like that on camera, it's going to be a really, really solid closer and could help them qualify very comfortably.
Yeah, I like it. I think it visually is really good. The sound, I'm not sure about it, but still we didn't get to watch a 3-minute performance, and I will probably get a better opinion on the sound and the quality of the voice at that moment. But I like how it looks. It's an amazing closer.
I didn't see it, but I did see the picture with the lights, and that looks amazing. It looks like it's going to be one of those ones where they have to put up a warning before.
there was a warning.
There was a warning on TikTok.
Oh, was there
really?
actually a warning?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
We've got to mention Martin B's little mashup there. We are The Weeknd, Blinding Lights Off.
We are The Weeknd.
What a great mashup title.
I'm going to work up. Callie, Tally, you like Czech Republic. Caroline, you think it will qualify for sure. Robbie Keelty, you think the clip looked awesome. Domi's voice warming up sounded terrific. A lot of love for Czech Republic tonight. I've seen quite a lot of you saying it's one of your favourites from today as well. Euroboy 4, you're loving it in your top 3 from the beginning. Mr. Whatever, you really love the synth and analog cables, makes it very authentic to electronic dance music. Holly Walker is one of your staging winners today. Right, Bailey, you're loving it, but you think Dominica, I think is her name, needs to work on her vocals. Let's just have a look at this comment here. Dushka, Serbia's public broadcaster PR wrote that Serbia will not have a problem with LEDs, unlike some others. Okay, that's useful to know.
They've got a lot more going on in their performance. Even the LEDs could be completely off, and they would still be engaging.
It's her eyes.
Oh
Yeah.
God, the eyes.
And it just starts at the eyes.
Yeah. Morton V, Czech Republic you initially loved, but you kind of went off it. Now you absolutely love it. Great timing, to be fair. So maybe they'll be getting your votes then. We've got lost matches. You're saying Sweden has the strongest song this year, but still on the fence with her execution. Okay. Callie Tally, you think Sweden will win. Let's say hello to Mario. Thank you so much for subscribing to us way back in 2019. And you're still with us. Oh, we're very touched and flattered. Yeah, in more ways than one, like me, growing outwards. Greetings from Central Italy. Are you coming to Turin for Eurovision? Are we going to see you around? You're saying, I'm going to have to get the hang of saying your name. Ignonito. Sweden copied staging again. Do you mean from Melfest?
Yeah, that sounds like the comment. So just try and understand it from their point of view, because they invest so much into Melody Festival, and Melody Festival is really, a major event in Sweden, and that effort, works towards what they, bring to Eurovision. So, I mean, if you weren't a Euro fan and if you hadn't seen the Melody Festival in performance, then it probably wouldn't make as much of a difference to you, right? And I mean, the first Eurovision that I watched was 2018, and I was wowed by Benjamin Ingrosso's light show, because it looks
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Video clip. It looked like a video clip.
Yeah, totally.
And that's sorry.
And obviously, a lot of people watching Eurovision won't have seen these national finals. So for them, Sweden staging would be all brand new for them.
We've got Sagso wants to know how excited are we for the second rehearsals and going to the press room.
I'm pretending like the first ones didn't happen.
Yeah, it's been hard, guys. It's been hard just seeing these TikTok clips. But we've done our best to kind of garner from them what we can as to what the staging is going to look like. But it's going to make a huge difference for us and for you, because it'll give us more to talk about when we do these lives. But yeah, really looking forward to the second rehearsals, because there's going to be lots of surprises that we haven't seen so far in the TikTok clips, because we've only seen such short snippets.
I think our opinions are going to completely change
Yeah.
think
for some
so.
songs. I think
But that's the exciting part about
it is
Eurovision.
totally, yeah.
Onyx, you want to know best outfit so far in the competition?
Mine. The Eurovoxx t-shirt.
I love Cornelia's outfit, the kind of silver top thing she has going on. Love the Georgian outfits just because of how wacky they are.
Oh, I'd have to look again because I really don't know.
I'm really bad with outfits. I'm really good at describing them, but I don't have a personal opinion on them.
Let me put it this way, because a lot of people are like, "Why are you so on Subwoofer?" They look great.
They're sharp. Oh,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
Subwoofers do look great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick a favorite female and a favorite. No, actually, I'm going to say my favorite female outfit that I've seen, just because I think it looks really beautiful on her, is actually Andromaki from Cyprus. I think that dress looks stunning. And also I like Emma Muscat's dress, but I'm also going to say, just because he looks so sharp today, Christian Ockerman. I think he looks so sharp, and he's always very well dressed whenever we've seen him. He's very kind of cool. So yeah, loved his suit today.
I really have no opinion.
No?
Sorry.
Well, it's interesting because wardrobe matters to some people so
Yeah.
much, and I understand why, because that's what you're looking at for the entire duration of the performance. But for me as well, it's like if I notice it, it's probably a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like Sheldon Riley's outfit. I like his dress. I think it's artistically great. I appreciate as a piece of fabric art that it is. There you go.
There we go. ESENL, do we think Belgium still has a chance to qualify after seeing their first rehearsal footage?
I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Ginger Soul, you're loving Brooke. Apple Toft wants to know who are our winners for this year. Do you mean, let's assume that you mean like our personal winners as to like our favourites or who we think is going to win. Let's go for our personal winners.
In that case, it's Sweden.
Serbia.
I have 3. It's in between Ukraine, Sweden, and Norway.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pick 3 as well. After seeing the rehearsals, I'm going to say, and I'm not including the big 5 because I haven't seen any snips of the rehearsals, but as it stands at the moment in the semi-finals, Greece, San Marino, Poland. There we go.
San Marino, I would throw it in the mix too.
Yeah.
But then it will be 4 and no 4 countries. Well, maybe we have this situation where 4 countries.
Oh
win.
God, sorry, and Estine as well, actually.
Oh yeah. That would be a good choice. Yeah.
And I've really loved her whole vibe
Yeah,
in her
it's very well
outfit.
together.
It's perfect for her.
I'm going to start thinking that maybe to win 2 countries tie this year, or many countries tie this year.
Let's say hello to Lorik. What do you think about the props they're using for the performances? Well, I don't think we've seen a lot of them yet, to be honest, because I think we'll start seeing a lot more of that in the second rehearsal run-throughs. But any props that anyone's seen that they like? Georgia's box.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm still not sure what the box is or what it's for, but it's got like piano keys on the top, so a square box piano.
Well, think about it. Circus Mircus, whatever you want to call it. To me, I thought of like a Jack in the Box. So it might have a crank on one side. I don't know.
Either way, I love it.
My favorite prop is Achille Laura's bull, mechanical bull,
God, yes.
because it hasn't done before. And we've seen cages, so the cage is okay, more or less. But a mechanical bull, it's so intelligent.
Did you answer?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you said the bull, so I'm going to say, I'm just trying to think of all the props now. I think Andromachi's shell kind of staging looked really beautiful, actually. But also Greece's chairs. I don't know.
Mechanical bull.
I think, yeah, I'm going to go with the mechanical bull.
You know it.
It's going to be the one that's most fun to watch.
Yes,
anyway.
definitely.
Many people will be, I'm not going to say that, say wishing that they were that. Mechanical bull.
You kind of already did say it.
Let's have a look. Robbie Keelty, you're saying your favourites have been Netherlands and Portugal. Samuele from New York. Hey, what time is it in New York? Are you new to our channel? If you are, please make sure you subscribe. And thank you for joining us from such a distance. But Samuele sounds like an Italian name. So
It's not that we don't have a Samuel in Europe.
Because we have Samuel in our team. So, guys, I'm going to make you go back to yesterday's rehearsals and to pick your favourite if you had to pick one.
So from yesterday, my favourite, love Georgia, love Malta, love San Marino. One of those is going to be maybe Cyprus as well.
Stu.
Again, I didn't see very much from that day, but I will say that Cyprus has intrigued me the most.
San Marino, hands down.
Yeah, hands down, San Marino for me. That's not to say that I didn't love some of the others, but yeah, San Marino has excited me more than anything has excited me in the few days that I've been here. And from today,
Romania. Mi bebe.
Poland.
Sweden.
Poland for me as well. Yeah, for me, definitely Poland. There you go. Guys in the live, we'd love to know who your favourites were as well. But we're starting to feel very hungry. So we are going to have to wrap up shortly. And Clara is like literally a saviour because she's cooking us dinner tonight, and we are feeling very hungry now.
Jess ate a crisp sandwich today, and I cannot
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
and I cannot tolerate this happening, and I'm crying inside. About to cry now. So
I told her she couldn't stay here any longer because you broke the rules with that crisp sandwich.
Guys in the live chat, a crisp sandwich is exactly what it sounds like: bread, ham, crisps like Pringles, and bread. And that is not.
Listen, if people put French fries on their burgers, I think that you can have another version of the potato that's crispy.
Oh, yes.
I'm not saying that I do it. I'm just saying
on their burger. No one puts a French fry on their burger.
Oh, they definitely do.
You can put it inside your burger. It makes a nice.
It's part of the secret menu at McDonald's.
No, you can't have chips inside a burger.
Can someone go please and burn a McDonald's?
Clara, save us all now. Go start cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Holly.
I would much look forward more to Clara's food than a crisp sandwich.
Yeah, and Vincent, we need Clara's Eurovision. Oh, that's a good idea. Clara's Eurovision. You could have like Eurovision themed dishes.
Yeah, or you can now film me while I'm cooking and like post it on the YouTube and on the Eurovoxx Instagram.
You can be the Eurovision version of the Pasta Queen.
Or the Eurovision Martha Stewart.
Robbie, I'm not sure what you mean about no comments about the Monica Liu interview.
Oh, like we didn't mention that we did an interview with her. Yes, we did. She was so lovely.
As always.
Yeah. She okay. We because we've been going through the semi-finals. We got to meet Monica Liu yesterday, and she's I'm in love with her. She's fantastic, and she just made Lithuania sound like such a great destination to travel to as well. And we have got an interview coming up later. We're not going to tell you who it is, so you have to wait for that. But it's a great one.
We talk about pineapple on pizza.
I'm having so many hearts attacked in these last 5 minutes. Please respect me.
But anyway, guys, we are going to have to go now. So we love you all. Thank you for joining us. If you're new and you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. And don't forget to join us tomorrow while we are live streaming through the second rehearsals. So until then, guys, see ya.
Bye.